Alright y'all, we're back in another Dinosaur Simulator video. Now this is probably going to be my longest video, if not close to it. We're going to be showcasing everything that came with Dinosaur Simulator's Jurassic World event part 2. So let's get into it. As per usual, we're gonna go common all the way up to mythical and then the 3 hybrids, of course. So starting off, we have movie Compsognathus, and this is a skin for Dinosaur. There's no copy in the game, so it just had to work. There's an idle animation for this little guy. You know, it's actually really cool. I love compies. Has a little hop. Then the walking animation, it's kind of like if you guys have played the aisle before, it's like the compies walk in the aisle. Next, we have the sprint. So now he stops hopping and he starts locking in, just, you know, normal running animation. Next, we have the attacking animation, starting with the click. There's 2 variants, I think. You can either do like a mini slap and then a bite. Then we got the AoE. Okay. This is my first time seeing a lot of them. I haven't used a good amount of them yet. Next, we have the eating animation, and this thing is an omnivore because it's a Dinosaur skin. I don't know if Compy was actually an omnivore, but that's the eating animation. Now here we have the drinking animation. And last but not least, we have the calls, starting with the R. Next, we have the G. And last but not least, we have the C. And then a little miscellaneous animation. Let's do the sleeping animation. Kind of looks like the Indoraptor's sleeping animation, just without the tail movement, obviously. But alright, that is Compy. Let us move on to the next common. Alright, for the next common, we have movie Gallimimus. This thing looks really cool. Alright, let's start off with the animations. So, I think it has an idle. Trying to get it. There we go. Just observing the ground, I guess, like a chicken. Next, we have the walk. Then the sprints. Okay. Next, we have the eating animation. Okay, nice. Next, we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. Okay, so you'd either bite or, like, just peck, I think. Oh, no, never mind. Yeah, peck, bite, and headbutt. Okay, 3 animations. Next, we got the AoE. Dang, okay, that thing charges it up. Whole axe kick. Alright, next we have the eating animation. Then last but not least, we have the drinking animation. Alright, now we have the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. Last but not least, we have the C. Alright, and then the sleeping animation, or sitting animation, that works. Alright, next we are moving into the rare category. So to first start us off, we are going to go with Patchy. Here he is, movie Patchy. This is a rare idle animation. Okay, it seems most of the herbivores just kind of eat. Walking animation. Then we got the sprints. Dang, I wish I would have made it so it, like, bucks its head a little bit. That would have been cool. Next, we have the attack, starting with the clicks. Bruh. That is not an attack. Clicks. Okay, bite and a headbutt. Nice. AoE. Add a little swish to it. Nice. Kind of almost like a hair flip. Next, we have the eating animation. Then the drinking animation. Very nice fluidity on this model right here. Very nice animations. Can we say the same for the calls? Let's see, starting with the R. Next we have the G. Oh, does that have teeth? Oh my god, this thing has canines. I did not think Patchy had like teeth like this. See. Yeah, I did not know Patchy had, like, canine teeth. Anyways, sleeping animation. Okay, it seems like most of them just curl up. I'm not against that. Alright, next we have movie Ceratosaurus. Now, this thing looks very interesting. It has, like, a little bit of a spin. Doesn't look like the other movies at all. It looks a little bit different, if anything. Idle animation right here. Then we have the walk. Then the sprint. I do like the colors though. The colors and the horn on the top, I like it a lot. This is another idle animation. Nice. Got the attacks starting with the clicks. Okay. AoE. Ooh. Like a charge, like that. AoE again. Next we have the eating animations. That looks really good. And then the drinking animation. Oh my god, bro. Save some water for the rest of us. And next we have the calls, starting with the R. Then the G. And then the C. Very nice. One of you nerds, let me know what this Serato is from, like which movie is it from or series, and sleeping animation. Oh wow, one that doesn't like just curl up. I like that. Very nice. What's the matter? You can't see me or something? Yeah, this is novel Carno, so it's a 40% chance to get from normal Carno or movie Carno. Let me show you guys the base. So if you press T, obviously the tracking button, it's same for Indominus, you will go invisible. So this is the model right here. I'm gonna refresh my private because it's not doing the lighting justice. As you can see, it kind of has like this chameleon look to it. It's very cool, the colors and everything. And you can even see the eyes, they move like chameleons as well. So let's get into it. Got a little idle animation. And then the walk. Look how much detail, he's like looking around. Got the sprint. See, this is what I imagine Patchy's would have been, but I don't know, I guess I took the simpler route. Really cool run though. Next we have the attacks with the clicks. Okay, then the AoE. Okay, next we have the eating animation. Just looks so good. I'm surprised this is a rare. Well, obviously you have to get it from a 40% chance, but that's like half and half. And then the drinking animation. All right, now let's check out the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then the C. Okay, a little bit delayed on the sound there, but C again. Looks good regardless. And then last but not least, we have the sleeping animation. Sitting animation. Alright, we are now in the legendary category, starting off with probably one of my favorites from this whole entire event. Movie Dilophosaurus. So here it is. It is so sick. Between the colors and the model itself, it just looks really good. But I'm not seeing an idle animation, so I'm gonna just go into the walk. And then the sprints. Dude, look at that frill. It looks so good. You have the attacks. I like how they make it move like every time its head moves. It's really sick. And the AoE. Next, we have the eating animation. Okay. Then the drinking animation. That looks good. All right, now let's get into the calls, starting with the R. Next, we have the G. So cool. And last but not least, we have the C. Well, sorry, last but not least, now we have the sleeping animation. Bro, look depressed. What happened to you, man? Hey, that's movie Dilo. Next, we have movie Stego. Now this, I haven't really seen a lot of people using this, but this model just looks so good. It's like, it's one of the most underrated skins in the event. So I don't think it has an idle animation, so let's just start with a walk. Like, it just looks so good. All of these skins do. Sprint. Really good. We have the attacks, starting with the clicks. Okay, so you can bite, or maybe it's just a, oh, okay, there we go. Tail swings, and I'm assuming, yeah, they both left and right. We got the AoE. Okay, that's interesting looking, to say the least. Alright, so we have the eating animation. Yeah, it doesn't look bad. And then the drinking animation. Not bad. Alright, and last but not least, let us do the calls, starting with the R. Very quiet. I don't know if you guys are gonna be able to hear this good. I can't even hear that good. Yo, chicken, if you're watching this, add a way to turn off the ambience, please. I hate the ambience. And last but not least, the C. Alright, not bad. The calls could have been a little bit louder, in my opinion, but here's a sleeping animation. Okay, it's like a cow tipping over, bro. All right, that works. All right, next we're moving into the red category. Now, keep in mind, I addressed yellow as legendary because it's just what I assumed it was. I think yellow's actually like rare, or I don't know. I think it goes common, rare, or maybe uncommon, rare, legendary, mythical. I don't know. Whatever the case may be, though, this is Chaos T-Rex right here. So how you get this, it's a 40% chance from getting, or from incubating a movie T-Rex, so pretty much half and half. It's not really that hard to get, but it is a lot of DNA, so it can be pretty annoying. But it looks really good though, and apparently it's also getting custom sounds in a later update. But here he is, the walking animation. Okay, we got this. Oh wait, it just keeps going. Got the sprint. You guys saw this when Blame was running away from me. Next we have the bites. Okay, directionals. I'm assuming that's it. Oh wow, an upper bite too. Cool. AoE. Okay, like a head smack. Not bad. Next we have the eating animation. Ooh, I like that because it's grabbing a chunk. And then the drinking animation. Very nice. All right, and then here are the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. And last but not least, we have the C. Very nice calls. I'm assuming those are the same as movie T-Rex though. And then the sleeping animation. Okay. All right. Next we have the actual movie Quets, not movie hats, because I don't know why they thought the last one was Quets, but here we have actual Quets. So we have the walk, then the sprints. This thing is huge, by the way. Like it doesn't look like it right now, but like in perspective, if you're playing as something else, it's massive. I guess we could do the flying animations next. So this is the up, then the down, and then just the neutral. And then we have the hover as well. All right, next we have the attacks, starting with the click. I think there's like 3 variants. Okay. Then we have the AoE. Then next we have the air AoE. It's like a barrel roll. Pretty cool. Next we have the eating animation. Very nice. Then the drinking animation. Alright, now let us do the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. Then the C. Almost forgot the sleeping animation. Okay, literal just folds up like a beach chair. All right. Next we have my personal favorite out of the base dinosaurs, movie Giga. This thing is absolutely sick. It's like 1-to-1 with the movie Giga in Jurassic World. So here's the idle animation for it. So nice. Next we have the walk. Then the sprints. Does like a little bite at you too. Dude, there's been so many people debating which is better between this and movie Spinosaurus. Like, it's actually been crazy. Just like both of them. Next we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. I think there's only one variant, it looks like. Next we have the AoE. But it isn't breathing fire! Shut up, man! Next we have the eating animation. Oh, you see that like extra chomp down? Boom! Yeah, I like that. And then the drinking animation. Yeah, this skin is a masterpiece, bro. Then we got the call, starting with the R. Then we got the G. And then the C. I don't know why my recording completely just cut off. Anyways, though, resuming sleeping animation. There we go. I'm praying that everything got caught, like captured. Anyways, though, let us move on. Another one of my personal favorites. We have movie Therizinosaurus. This thing is just sick in both the movie and in this game. Got a little idle animation, I think. I don't know. Guess not. Walking animation. Sprint. This thing is just beautiful, man. Next, we have the attacks. So you gotta do the peck or just like directional slaps. I'm trying to get the left side. Jesus, there we go. Then we have the AoE. Oh, Freddy Krueger on him. We have the eat. Cool thing about this, when you do it on a fern, that's how it looks like, but when you do it on a tree, it actually does a different one. You kind of like just reach up to the tree. It's actually pretty cool. Then we have the drinking animation. Very nice. All right, and then we have the call starting with the R. Next we have the G. And then last we have the C. Alright, and then a little sleeping animation. Very nice. I like that sleeping animation. Alright, and last before we go into the weirdly obtained ones, we have classic movie Spinosaurus. So, new model, looking amazing. Hey, I love it. Starting with the walk. Now obviously the sail is gonna be hard to get down like to where it just doesn't move a lot. It's always gonna be like that. But got the sprints. Still looks good regardless though. Really cool. Got the attacks. 3 version or variants. We have the AoE. Very cool. Now let's get into the swimming animations. So this is just the base swim. Then we have the dive. And then the up. Next we have the eating animation. Okay. Trying to see if it changes on land. Doesn't look like it does though. Next we have the drinking animation. Yeah, it seems like the only thing that really breaks, or the only animation it breaks on, is the drinking animation. Which is how it kind of was with the old one as well. Okay, really? I swear, I gotta get like a whole new overlay for recording, like just recording, because I can't have this happening all the time. We have the calls now, starting with the R. Like, so many people are upset with the, no, it's not the old classic spinal calls. Like, buddy. You can still kind of hear a little bit of the classic spinal call in there if you really listen closely. But next we have the G. That as well, like kind of in the middle of it, you can hear the little right there. And then last we have the C. That one's just completely different. I didn't hear a trace of the old one in that call-up whatsoever. Never mind, I take it back, I did. Alright, and then we have the sleeping animation. Very nice. Alright, now we're getting into the weirdly obtained ones. So if you guys don't know how to get movie Spinoferis still, I will put a picture up on the screen of how you get it. Relatively easy. You literally just sit in a public server playing as what you want for an hour, or you know, I'd recommend Pteranodon, but if you guys want to play as whatever you want and do like the long route, go for it. I mean, nobody's stopping you. But that's how you get it, so let's get into it now. So this is idle animation on the land, because obviously Spinoferis, it isn't meant for the land, but it can go on land. Dude is always trolling with these enemies. This is why I don't like looking at Spinoferisians, bro. Anyways, got the walk. And the sprints. Like, I just can't take any of this seriously. Alright, next we have the swimming animation, you know, where it's supposed to be. Then we have the down. Looks like it's gliding the up. Okay, next we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. It is a cool skin, I won't lie, just the animations are always trolling. The AoE. Alright. Not bad. Then we have the eating. That big fat elephant nose, bro. Oh my, that elephant seal nose. It gets me so mad. Just how it jiggles, bro. Like, get off of my screen. All right, and then we have the calls, starting with the R. Then the G. Like, what's so funny, bro? Alright, yeah, just get this dude out of it. I'm about to... Alright, see? Alright, and last but not least, the sleeping animation. Okay. Alright, now we're starting with the skins that are obtained through each of their individual trackers, starting with Indoraptor. Probably my favorite out of the three. You know, I'm not usually one to pick favorites, but this thing is just so cool. I've always loved the Indoraptor. So this is the walk. Love how they did it on all fours. Then the sprint. You can see it switches to bipedal. Very cool. Idle animation, because I think I missed it. Yeah, there we go. Goes on 2 legs. So cool. Like, they could have done it either way and I would have still liked it. Next we have the attacks. That don't look like an attack. And then the tail flick, of course. That second one looked more like an eating animation. I don't know if I was glitched or something, but I think I was. Next we have the AoE. Just slap them. Very nice. Then we have the eating animation. Alright, and then the drinking animation. Looks good. And then now starting with the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. Last we have the C. My favorite call. Alright, and then special little animation about it, we have the sleeping animation. So for those of you who watched the movie, obviously you guys know that he faked that guard out, and you'll see it in a second. So how he faked being asleep and then he was like playing around with him, playing with his food pretty much. He raised his tail and then the guard was like, what the heck? He looked behind him. You know, obviously you guys know the rest of the story. Alright, next we have the Indominus Rex. That's the idle animation. Love the attention to detail, by the way. They even included the ripped out shoulder where the tracker was. Starting with the walk. Next we have the sprint. Then we have the attacks. Then the AoE. And obviously, as you guys know, you can't have an Indominus Rex without tracking. So obviously, like the novel Carno, when you press T, you will go quote unquote invisible. I don't like how they did the camo because it has that glare effect. It just mainly looks like a glass skin on like crack. But anyways. Next we have the eating animation. Then we have the drinking animation. Alright, and now let us do the calls, starting with the R. Love that little like snort at the end. Next we have the G. And last but not least, we have the C. Alright, and then the sleeping animation. I see a lot of people like clowning on the sleeping animation. It does look a little bit like giddy, but alright. Last but not least, we have Abandoned Matriarch, aka Maldosaurus. Now this skin is absolutely sick. I love this skin so much. Got a little idle animation right there. Next we have the... Oh, well, he's still going. Got the walk. Then we have the sprints. Like it looks like a dragon, if I'm being honest. It looks like something you'd see in like How to Train Your Dragon. Next we have the attacks, starting with the clicks. Kind of like the same thing as Albino Terror, actually. I think it actually is the same. Got the AoE. Okay, got the eating animation. Just looks so cool, bro. Then the drinking animation. Alright, and now the calls, starting with the R. Next we have the G. The tongue tapping is so cool. Last but not least, we have the C. Alright, and to end it all off, the sleeping animation. Same thing as Albino Terror, but you know, looks good either way. Anyways though, that is the conclusion of the movie event. Apparently we're gonna get a little tiny update of Pyroraptor, so very excited for that. I love Pyroraptor. And yeah, that's pretty much everything. For those of you, what should I make the word for today? For those of you who made it all the way up till today, or up until the end of this video, say foot finder. Anyways though, love y'all. See you on the next video. Peace.